Welcome to a new podcast where we're breaking through and breaking it down with a new girl. Your host, Dawn Piercy. Welcome to a new podcast. My name is Dawn Piercy, and I am your host. We are on Mariano Big Dog's Corner here tonight with co-host Mariano Mendoza, and we have brought you Invinceable. Also known as Vincent Aon. He is a writer, performer, entrepreneur, music artist, and CEO and publisher of Phat Incorporated magazine. Vincent, welcome to Mariano Big Dog's Corner here on a new podcast. How are you this evening?
I'm doing great, and thank you for having me on the podcast. But yeah, I feel great. I'm traveling at the moment, but I feel good.
Well, it's great to have you on. Now, according to my research, you went from being a music artist to CEO of Phat Incorporated magazine. Can you share with our listeners your journey on how you got to where you are today? And are you still doing music?
Yeah, I'm actually still doing music. I took a break because basically maybe about 15 years ago is when I actually started doing music, and I didn't have no business ethics at the time. So throughout the years, I actually had to learn some business ethics, and that's why I kind of took a break off of music. And but I had all my connections, so I learned the PR game. You know, I pretty much became my own publicist, and I mean, I learned the ins and outs of the entertainment industry. And then I said, you know what, let me start something. Let me create something with all these connections that I have. And then I got into publishing.
Okay. Now, I also want to ask you, I'm aware also that you do the annual red carpet toy drive. Is that something that you're still doing? And if you are, where can people donate and when you are doing this annual event?
Yeah, I mean, we do it every year. So, and then I'm going to be doing a lot more events. So I'm going to do, I got a few that I've been talking to a few partners of mine as far as doing, different type of events. But I work with Subaru, and we do an annual toy drive every year. I mean, if somebody wants to contact me in regards to that, you can take down my email at hello@phatinkmag.com. That's hello@phatincmag.com. But we work with the Boys and Girls Club of the San Bernardino communities. And that's pretty much a way to contact me.
Okay. And can you share with us how you got started in music and how you went about making it a career for yourself before becoming a publisher and CEO?
Yeah, I started at about 14 years old. I might have been a little bit younger, but I just started from, freestyling off a karaoke machine, just me and a couple of friends of mine. And I wanted to take it a lot serious. And so I just started working like a part-time job. I called up a few studios nearby, and then pretty much saved some money, bought a beat, and bought some studio time, and started from there, which I met a guy. His name is Jimmy Robinson, who worked with Lakeside. It's an old school group. But like all the guys from my area went to his studio. They started like the group Above the Law, Cocaine, Sugar Free, Tracy Spencer. So all these people actually started with this guy, Jimmy Robinson, who actually became my manager at the time. And he said, you know what, you don't have to pay for studio time. I see you're hardworking. You're only 14 years old. You're working on a job, and you're paying for your own music. So, I mean, that's kind of how we started doing this. And, I mean, it's been a real long journey.
Absolutely.
I don't know if you want me to get more in depth with the journey, but
go ahead. Please do.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's pretty much how I first started. And I started recording, and I actually started getting radio play in Vegas at K Vegas, the Hot 97.5. So they're actually playing two of my songs out there. So I started, getting a little fan base at Las Vegas at Hot 97.5, because I actually had friends that were from Power 106. My boy Cisco, who had his own radio show in Vegas. And so he gave me the opportunity, brought me to the station. You know, we did the interview, and then that's kind of how I started getting the buzz. Then I later worked with Battle Cat, who's a producer who done a ton of songs for like Snoop Dogg. I mean, he's still working with Snoop Dogg. And he actually took me under his wing, and I was recording with him. And then we worked on the song Soldier Never Dies with John B. Okay. So me and John B ended up working together and shooting a video and then we ended up doing a bunch of performances together. And wow, what can I say? Then I pretty much worked with a lot of people. I ended up doing a school tour with Cali Swag District, who had the Teach Me How to Dougie song. So it's been a long journey as far as working with different artists and producers, but pretty much the people that have worked around me the most have been DJ Battle Cat, John B, and Jimmy Robinson. Of course, I work with artists like Sugar Free, J.O. Falony. So there's been a lot of artists that I've got a chance to work with. And, I've been doing this for quite some time. Like I said, I took some time off because I wanted to learn business. And I said, you know what? I need to figure out another way to actually, break open the door.
Mm-hmm. Well, are you gonna go back to making music at some point?
Yeah, I got a new record that I just shot. It's a new video, and so I just shot a new video, and it's called Cookie Monster. So that's going to be the next release that I do, and that should be probably within next month. I'm going to release it. The video is done. Everything is already ready to go. I'm going to start doing some press on it, probably early April. Mm-hmm. Probably release it late April. And yeah, so I'm still working on music as we speak.
Very nice. Now, going back to Phat Incorporated magazine, can you share with us what it is exactly that you do? Do you interview guests? Do you write articles?
Yeah. So Phat Inc. magazine is pretty much, it's an entertainment lifestyle magazine. So primarily we base it off of music, but we do a lot of trade show events. And what we do is we cover some of the most like just red carpets that have to do with movie premieres. Mm-hmm. It could be a music event, it can be concerts, and we do a lot of interviews with a ton of different celebrities. So we primarily work with different celebrities. Like we work with Pitbull. We interviewed Pitbull on one of our covers. We've done Mike Tyson. There's been numerous of people that we've already interviewed and had in the publication.
Very nice. Is there, aside from the music and what you're doing now, do you have anything in the works that you can let us in on that nobody knows about?
Pretty much I want to start getting into doing like concerts. Mm-hmm. So that's something that I've been kind of keeping under the ropes right now, but I want to do some big, some major concert with some of the local radio stations. And then, continue doing with the magazine and having bigger artists featured inside of the magazine. Mm-hmm. So this is something that we're going to always continuously be doing, but I want to do like a live concert through the magazine. So the magazine will be pretty much like the co-sponsor of the event.
Right on. Now, what all different avenues of entrepreneurships are you working with?
Well, I work with, the publication is pretty much my main thing that I actually do. But I also have a video photography studio, so that is something that I created on the side. And that's also Phat Studios, where people can come by and shoot. We do a bunch of stuff from music videos, photo shoots. So that is something else. And I also want to get into like some motivational speaking and kind of letting people know, how they can maybe become an entrepreneur as well.
Very nice.
Because I pretty much, I started from scratch. I didn't have really no investors. I didn't have no business loans. Nothing like that. I really started from nothing, just working a few regular jobs and then kind of building my money up on my own and just really taking a big risk on doing something.
You know what, though? It's so inspiring because if you work towards your dreams, they can come true. And I don't know how many people I tell that. It don't matter where you come from. If you work hard enough and you're determined, you're going to get there. Absolutely. So, well,
Oh,
go ahead.
I try to let people know all the time. Like, my thing is always thinking outside the box. I try to let people know that, hey, you don't have to stick to one thing, and it's okay to actually take risks. And I'm actually learning that it's better to actually fail more and more times. It's not really failure; it's actually learning from the failures. And I think you got to
Yep.
fail as much as possible in order to gain something.
So true. So true. Absolutely. Well, Mariano, I am so excited that you guys were able to hook up and be able to bring it together to come on Big Dog's Corner. And I wanted, Mariano, do you have any questions for Invincible?
Yeah, Invincible. It's been, I met Invincible through his brother. His brother's an actor, Sonny, and I actually was in one of his music videos, Popcorn. Yeah, and I was looking, it says, rest in peace, and it says right here that Slick Rick was your uncle?
No. No, I said Slick Rick. So a lot of people they ask me, who are my main influences as far as music, and I say, well, Slick Rick was one of my main as far as rappers. He was a big influence for me. And there's a few other people, but I think Slick Rick was a big one. Of course, Snoop Dogg, Slick Rick, Tupac,
and Bobby Womack.
Oh yeah, Bobby Womack. Yeah, really, because I'm into the old school music.
Me too.
So I'm really inspired by listening to older music.
Yeah, I grew up in the
see,
80s.
Mariano knows.
So
Yeah, I'm really into the 80s music. I mean, I listen to 80s type music because I get ideas, not only for writing ideas, but I get song ideas. I mean, I try not to sample as much, but I get a lot of ideas from the music. And Mariano, like he's been knowing me for years. So I mean, he said, he was in the Popcorn video. Yeah, I don't know what he was doing. He was doing leg kicks, or I don't know what he was trying to do in the band. But every time, I've been out with Mariano, and he's doing all kinds of crazy tricks.
that's too funny.
I think Mariano's my bodyguard every time I go out with him.
Oh, that's funny. Oh man, that's cool, man.
Yeah. Big Dog back in his day, he used to be, I mean, we go way back. So, but no, I mean, like I said, he's had an experience with me on the Popcorn video, and he got to see, basically me recording the music video, and that was a good experience. So I forgot to mention that actual video that I've done. So I mean, you can find me on a lot of different things if you search for me. I just need to be more current, and I actually am going to be a lot more current because I'm going to release this next record, and I'm gonna do a lot of press on it, so it should be out, on the video.
Very nice. So, well, I wanted to thank you so much for being a new guest on Big Dog's Corner, and this has been a new podcast.
Thank you, and I want to thank you guys.
Thank you, Invincible. Thank you, Dawn.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it.